Hello, 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 everyone. It's nice to be back after like a week and a half. I'm sorry for that little wait that you guys had to go through. There you go. So we last left off when after the Stain arc, after that little test on mobility, basically, where they have to reach All Might, and Kirishima has one for all, so he got good mobility because of Gran Torino's training. But yes, so we cut to Deku going back to class with Mina as everyone meets up, and Deku proposes that they do a study session for finals, as they had been warned about the finals earlier. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting straight into this. Yeah. I just had a lot of things to do. Back to the story. So we see basically half the class except for Minoru Mineta, because he's like, wait, died? No, I kept him in for comedic relief. So, yeah. Yeah, so basically, everyone's like, yeah, sure, we can do that. And Momo offers to do it at her place, so that, because she's rich and she has a very big mansion and can hold a lot more people. As Deku says, no need. We can just go into my personal dimension. As sorry about that. As like half the class freezes, as the rest of them are just like, huh? You have your own personal dimension? As Decky's just like, yeah, basically. You want a nuclear reaction? Do it in there. I can just teleport us. Dogs? Sorry, I don't think you can hear that. So, we carry on. So, as everyone's getting ready to get out of school, they all meet up at the entrance of the UA school building. God, my dogs! Sorry about this. Yeah, I can't get them to stop, so I'm just gonna have to go through this with them barking. Sorry. Okay, so uh, we basically cut to them all like uh, going into a portal to Deku's personal dimension. As Deku just introduces them to a literally like a Japanese looking, no, not a Japanese, like a normal looking house, well, room, as like a brick plastered over with like paintings and basically a drawer, a carpet, a bunch of a couch, TV. Literally, just think of a really cool place to do some studying. Like there's a computer in the corner, and then a kitchen. And the rest of them was like, how the hell? Where are we? I told you, we are in a pocket dimension, technically. Well, my own dimension, you could say. The thing is, things are very, very different here. You see, we are in a shifted part of space. So, basically, think of the world in between atoms. As you know, atoms do not touch each other. But what if you could go through the atoms or into the gaps of atoms? Put some cosmic energy into that, and then you have yourself a pocket dimension. As everyone's still confused, but Momo's like, I think I get where you're coming from. As Mina's just like walking to the couch, like, yeah, this is pretty normal. Which it's not. It's not. She hasn't been there. It's like, when were you gonna tell me that you had a pocket dimension? Well, I only figured out how to do this like halfway through the internship, so I'm sorry. Oh, and by the way, time also flows a little different here, as do all dimensions. Wait, so what's the time difference? Well, you could say about, about a minute in here is 30 seconds out there, so not much of a difference. We just double the time, and I've made sure that our bodies do not age slower or faster here. It ages as the outside world actually ages. So you don't have to worry about that. Just for convenience, because I don't want any miscalculations when I'm in here. So, anyway, let's get started as everyone unpacks their things and starts studying. They come out, and it's 5 p.m., and everyone's rushing home saying goodbye to Deku and Mina. As Deku and Mina go to Mina's place, and they sit down on the inside Mina's house. They're sitting on a couch, watching a movie, and they're cuddling up together, getting nice and warm together. And they fall asleep. Mina's dad comes in and switches off the TV. Mina's mom gets a blanket and puts it over them, switches off the light, and they take pictures and send it to Bill and Enko. As whatever, the anonymous being gets a notification that Deku has been put into a photo, and he looks to his anonymous being phone, basically just looks to a tab in his vision, and he sees the photo and he's like, "Aw, that's so cute." Oh my gosh. Anonymous being just gonna kick my ass for doing this, isn't he? Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So, next day they wake up, they go to school. Basically, they do work at school, they study, they go after school, they go into the little room every single day besides weekends. And Monday, the next week, we come to a Deku and Mina sleeping in Deku's bed this time, as they're like, oh shoot, we have to get to school. As Deku technically neglected his training for a little bit, so he might be a bit rusty, or it's just me just not being able to say a really good fight scene. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I put my microphone up because I'm using my thing. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear anything. I'll check the footage back and see what I missed. Yeah. So they come back to. I'm just gonna re-say everything. So they do the same thing over and over again. Go to school, study, do work, When they leave school, they go into the dimension, study till 5 p.m., and go back to their houses, do training, do whatever they want. Deku and Mina go to bed. Well, they just do whatever they want. So, Deku, it's Monday the next week, and Deku and Mina are waking up in Deku's room. Oh, great, the dogs again. Sorry if my voice is becoming more of a dead person. Yeah. So we cut to Bill Cipher snapping his fingers, and Deku and Mina being outside the door with their school clothes on, with a bit of breakfast and a bento box in their bags. As Deku receives information of what just happened, he's like, thanks, Dad, I guess. As they head to school, Bill actually becoming less of being forced to do this. He's getting into the role of Izuku's dad, as Anonymous Being walks in after they left. Jeez, these dogs. Sorry, guys. There's probably like a small portion of this video that won't be heard at all, so sorry. Yeah, so Anonymous Being comes up to Bull and sits down on the couch with him, and I'll talk as... No, I will talk for myself, thank you very much. Okay, fine then, I'll talk for Bill. Okay, I hope people can actually differentiate between the two voices I'm trying to make. Probably not. You're making a slightly deeper voice from me, and a normal high pitcher voice for you. Yeah, I know. But anyway, Anonymous Being, let's just get on with the scene. So, Bill, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've last seen you. Yes, it's been a while. I just wanted to know, have you really changed? Yeah, I think I'm changing. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling that when I completely change, something's gonna happen and I'm going to have to change back. Well, thing is, I've stopped controlling this world for quite a while, so whatever happens to you now, that's on you. That's on this world, not on my hands. I changed it so you will be Izuku's father. I didn't change it to something's gonna happen in the future. Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I can do a lot of things, so let's hope my son is gonna be okay after something bad happens. Trust me, 2 more bad things are gonna happen. Nope, 3 bad things are gonna happen in the future. Well, what do you mean? Well, you see, there is a timeline where you were not in this world, and I never interfered with it. That is called canon BNHA. Don't question what BNHA is. Just don't worry. That's something gods converse with. You're not at that level of multiversal travel, are you? It's like, no, I can go to different domains, which is in different time periods. Well, yeah, that's basically the premise of all you can do. But yeah, like, what are you doing here anyway? Oh, a week ago I just got this really cute message in my vision. and it was of Izuku and Mina just cuddling up. It was so cute. Like, are you okay? No, I just like them. I just like them. That ship is amazing. To be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, stop. Anonymous being, are you serious? You wouldn't have it any other way. You do realize that I'm making you do this. Yeah, but why? Just to mess around right now. Your world is nothing compared to my dimensions that I've created. Yeah, multiverse or whatever. Let's just carry on with this stuff, okay? Okay, so next scene, that's done. The Anonymous Being and Bill Cipher have stopped talking. Anonymous Being went away, and Bill Cipher carries on watching the entire world as it's his domain that is being supervised by the Anonymous Being. Sorry, I had some Coca-Cola. So let's carry on with the video. Wait, am I even? Yeah, I am. Yeah. So we cut to Deku and Mina arriving at school as they get settled into the homeroom, well, class 1A, as they start to mingle with other students. Deku suggests we do some quick studying just to make sure we're up to date with everything, as some of the class does a little more studying. As Mineta, instead of studying, he's trying to be a perv and sneak up on one of the many girls in class 1A. As Deku senses this, he shoots a small energy blast into Mineta's forehead as he's knocked back. Jeez. Like, I'm in a dark room and I'm looking at my computer, just black screen, so I'm like, black. I'm also wearing black, but anyway. So, wow, this is turning into, hi, my name is Beep. Not gonna tell you that one. At least not yet. And, geez, dude, I was just like, resting around. I'll get back to the what if just now. I was just resting around. I look at my sub count, well, my subscribers. I'm on 176 subscribers, and I'm like, do I deserve to have 176? Because I don't feel like I should have this many. Like, I'm questioning my own existence here, so. So, anyway. So, what, Deku? Get back into the what if. Deku gets ready, and everyone's set. They do the written, and basically everyone passes the written because they had Momo and Deku teaching them. Deku's really smart. And Deku was slightly going less on his training, but that's not gonna do anything because he's already OP enough, to be honest. Thing is, he's just got a little more muscle on him, but that's about it. But he's jacked, to be honest. Still, the genetic editing he's been putting himself through, so yeah. I can just imagine like a 6'2" Deku cuddling up to a 5'7" Mina Ashida. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get back to the what if. So they're getting ready for the practical, part of the exam, as they had previously gotten the knowledge of it being robots. That's a flipping lie. So Deku just looks at all of the teachers as he reads Nezu's mind, is like, well, I'm pretty sure they expect to fight robots. But what they don't expect is that they're going to fight us, the teachers. As Deku's eyes widen and he starts counting the teachers, and the probability, the most probable thing, is either 3 against 1 teacher or 2 against 1. But the 2 against 1 is a bit of a problem, because we need 1 extra to do the... Jeez, dogs, calm yourself. To do the actual practical. I'm just gonna do these one shot, to be honest. I don't have like the patience to do like several of them, edit them together and do something with the background. Tell me if I should do anything with the background, because really the only things I could do is play IO games online from Google and Roblox. Sorry about that. That was um assistant. Okay, good. So we get back. So as Nezu speaks up and says that they're going to fight the teachers, All Might jumps down and introduces himself. As Nezu explains that everyone's going to fight these people, as, to be honest, it's going to be the exact same, not going to change that. Bakugo and Deku are going to fight All Might. With, well, the thing, no, actually, basically the 2 most OP people. So, just swap Bakugo with Kirishima. So Sato and Katsuki Bakugo are gonna fight Cementos, but everything's gonna stay the same. So the One for All user, Ijiro Kirishima, and Deku or Izuku Cipher are going to face off against All Might. As everyone's like, oh my gosh, that you guys are gonna fight the #1 hero. So everything goes as it goes. Everyone does their own thing. The exact same results, except for no exact same results besides the one I'm going to explain now. So because the entire reason Sato and Kirishima were put in against Cementos was because they didn't have enough stamina and they only go for short distance combat and like try and knock their opponent out before they run out of stamina type thing. But because Kirishima had One for All, he had a lot more stamina within him. And now Bakugo is here. I'm just gonna do a completely different fight for that. So we come to Cementos looking at the 2, and Cementos thinks in his head, wow, so Sato is not going to be much of a problem, but Katsuki Bakugo is going to be the major factor of me winning or losing this battle. Well, let's see if they have what it takes to beat me. Probably not. They need to work on their stamina, I guess. But Bakugo is very well trained in combat and stamina usage, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have my work cut out for me. As the intercom says, fight or begin. As Sato just like tequila shots a small capsule of sugar and gets all buff and muscly and veiny. Oh my gosh, veiny. A few veins pop out as he rushes into a barrage of walls and barricades. As Bakugo uses his explosions to fly up above the walls start to separate and form into sort of projectiles and get like, think of cement slingshot basically, as he shoots different pieces of cement towards Bakugo. As Bakugo blows them up, he makes a smoke screen and gets behind Cementos. Cementos making a dome around him and basically using the cement underneath him, and digs his way away as Katsuki Bakugo is at the moment trying to get into the dome. Cementos comes out from the side, the walkway, as he barrages Katsuki Bakugo with a multitude of attacks. Basically, think of Overhaul but less spiky. So that happens, and Bakugo thinks to himself that Sato, basically he jumps back to where Sato is, and he says to Sato that I can get you on the other side and distract Cementos. I'm gonna go for a howitzer impact. Just keep him busy. As Bakugo gets Sato, basically grabs Sato. Sato grabs him by the legs, by the ankles, and Bakugo uses explosions away from Sato down to by his legs, and shoots up over the barricades and walls. As Cementos realizes that Sato has stopped his assault, Sato drops down and starts beating down on Cementos' smaller barricades right in front of him. As Bakugo is still up in the air, starting to spin and spin and spin and spin. As Bakugo gets a really big explosion ready, he shouts to Sato, "Get back," and Bakugo rushes in and destroys all the cement or concrete around Cementos, blowing him back into a wall, into the building. Cementos is unconscious, and Bakugo and Sato pass as Sato runs up and puts the cuffs on him. And now everything goes as normal, and we get to Ejiro Kirishima and Deku. The fight I've been waiting for literally since I started this, like 30 minutes ago. Oof. Okay. So, as they say, begin Ejiro Kirishima. Well, I'm just gonna say Kirishima, which is really weird because I'm saying Ejiro Kirishima, and I'm just gonna say Ejiro Kirishima. I like saying Ejiro. Ejiro. Ha. Yeah, let's get on. So Kirishima and Deku go into the alleyways and start talking to each other and planning up something. All Might does a 100% smash and destroys the main road going from the one side to the other, as in the anime, but it doesn't affect Midoriya and Bakugo or Kirishima because they're in the alleyways. As All Might is confused, he jumps up into the air to get a top-down look on the city and sees red flashes of light coming from an alleyway as he jumps down and crashes into the alleyway as he says, "What are you two doing here? This is where villains lie. The alleyways are a good place to roam. If you are a villain." Him going on a villain rant because now he's taking the role of the villain. As a I'm gonna get real pissed off with myself if I keep saying that. Kirishima basically grabs onto Deku's hand, and Deku flings Kirishima into the air as Kirishima is using One for All and using the wind pressure as he can to shoot himself towards one place, the exit. I'm sorry if you can't hear me properly. I feel like that's a big thing that's going on right now, because I'm using my headset now. Okay. So, yeah. So he's going towards the exit. As All Might realizes this, he quickly jumps, passing Deku, and grabs Kirishima by the leg and throws him all the way down to the main road that has been destroyed by a 100% punch. And Deku flies up towards All Might and punches him in the face with an armored up fist, which he's in his armor, basically final armor, as it has gotten a little stronger, but All Might still can't do anything about it. So as Deku actually knocks All Might to the ground as Kirishima is getting up, and Deku flies down and stands beside Kirishima. Kirishima says, "Dude, I don't think we can beat him." I'm so sorry. As Kirishima doesn't realize that Deku's like above All Might level, so it's like, "Dude, just sit tight here, try not get in the way." It's like, "What are you talking about? This is All Might, the #1 hero." Yeah, I know. Just don't worry about it. I'll take care of him. If you can, get to the exit, because to be honest, myself, I don't know if I can, myself, defeat All Might here. It's like, yeah, dude, he's the #1 hero. Dude, calm down. I'll take care of this. You only have about, 15-30% of One for All right now? And he's already at 100%. He's always been at 100%. Okay, so calm yourself, and we can carry on. As Kirishima just takes a step back and does a bit of self-reflecting as Deku just dashes into the sky, as he's like up in the clouds, as Deku just shoots down straight, an inch away from the destroyed road. He uses teleportation and teleports right in front of All Might with his fist out and punches him in the gut, like middle of the gut, not into the weak spot, because that's a cheap move. So Deku just punches All Might as All Might goes flying, as he stops himself, and Deku and All Might clash fists, dashing towards each other, as everyone sees on the cameras that these two are even, as they're going literally like 110% technically, basically 100% of their ability. Well, All Might is. Deku's just too powerful. So what Deku does is once they stop clashing fists, they jump back a bit to rest their arm, as Deku starts to modify his armor, as he basically creates basically like muscle fibers within his own body, like underneath the armor, and he just increases the mass, and yeah, he basically just gets really bulky, as his armor is like still the same, but he gets a lot more bulky, and he increases his power with basically fire rockets, as he think of Genos using the rockets on his shoulder and his elbows, as he dashes towards All Might, and All Might dashes towards him, as All Might goes 1,000,000% United States of Smash! I'm sorry if that's so cringy, but he uses United States of Smash, and Deku basically just counters that with his 100% of his maximum power, as he basically dislocates All Might's shoulder and elbow and breaks his knuckles or his fingers, and goes like, think of the fight between Bon and Meliodas, where he broke through his fingers and hit his stomach. That's basically what happened. So he gets into the stomach, as All Might just coughs up a little bit of blood and basically goes on one knee holding his stomach with his left arm, and then moves his left arm to hold his dislocated and broken arm. As Deku just puts the cuffs on him, as Kirishima just walks up to them and is like, dude, you just beat All Might. As Kirishima looks at All Might's arm, like, damn, All Might, are you okay? Yeah, I just need to get these relocated back into its sockets. Sorry about that. I guess I could just, as he just puts his hand on the dislocated shoulder, as it just pushes down and it relocates, as All Might screeches and, well, not screeches, but yells a bit in pain, like, oh, darn it! And then he grabs his elbow and relocates All Might's elbow, as another as he lets out another grunt of pain, as Deku just like uses matter manipulation and brings out metal rods to keep All Might's fingers straight, as he uses basically enhances the basically the bone cells and the muscle cells in his body to regenerate faster. As yeah, that's what happens. As when they get back to the rest of the class, everyone's congratulating and wowing at Deku for taking on the number one hero. Yeah. Mr. Aizawa comes up and says, well, besides, you all did great, besides the ones that failed the exam, meaning Mina, basically the original ones besides Kirishima and Sato. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it off, dude. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is when the Two Heroes movie comes in. Yeah, so next episode will be the Two Heroes after the final exams. So basically, Azawa says that everyone's actually going to the camp. As I don't know exactly when the Two Heroes comes into play. I'm pretty sure it's after the finals. Not sure. Because Deku definitely knows how to use all of his, well, how to use one for all properly throughout his entire body at that time. So, yeah. So we cut to, no, we ended the finals. Sorry. Well, this is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night, have a great afternoon, have a great morning, whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Stay safe. Much love. Well, no, not much love. That's someone else's outro. Lots of love from Apex Predator and Anonymous Being. Don't drag me into this. Oh, so you're not a nice person? No, I am a nice person. Okay, fine. Love from me too. Yeah, that's what I thought, Anonymous Being. Do I have to make several different universes with you and torture you? It's like, no thank you, not at all. Please don't do that at all. That's what I thought. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that, guys. Anonymous Beings is just being a... You know what I mean. So, thank you for watching. Don't get corona. Be safe. And yeah, thank you.